There is this common notion that architecture is about buildings or the design of buildings. The question is, what is architecture? You can see architecture as an art form that is closely related to the whole idea of our social being. If I quote Frank Lloyd Wright, he said that, to put it simply, architecture is about life. It is really about how you create forms or translate this notion of life into bricks and mortars that physically and psychologically you can experience and enjoy. In this context, we are talking about the city and urbanscape as the canvas in terms of what we are creating. But I think the separation where buildings becomes architecture, at least personally to me, is where the spaces or the work that we create starts to have aspects of connection. Is where the users starts to be moved or touched by certain aspects of the spaces, and that kind of connection is not just physical, it's really the idea of something emotional. When that happens, that is where architecture gets created into being. I'm a firm believer that our minds are shaped by our surroundings, and then in that sense, architecture has that ability to influence behavior, to shape how people come together, how people meet, how the community interact as a whole. Through the way we craft the spaces, architecture can make users feel naturally comfortable when they gather in a certain space or setting. That notion of a sense of place, sense of belonging, can start to turn spaces to places. I would say a good piece of architecture should also propose or suggest the whole concept of life. An extreme extent is to say, if we design a crematorium, there's that aspects of something solemn, and through using medium like the way the volumes of spaces are designed, the way lights are filtered, and certain aspects of the environment, is where we convey the whole emotional aspects of deep sensations about the idea of loss. If I quote Mushi Safdie, this is one of my favorite quotes. He says that, "Seek the truth and beauty shall emerge." And I think that the notion of beauty can manifest, especially in the context of art or architecture, in a myriad of ways. But what to me is true beauty is where it is reinforced or is shaped by clear purpose. And I think that's the most beautiful thing.